Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch You Want, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at the Habring Foudroyante. You can see this 42mm deadbeat second Foudroyante from Habring on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of this video at any time to see our full listing for this watch, with photos, accessories included, and of course, complete pricing information. On my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, the 42mm Habring Foudroyante is a little bit large for its rated size. That is to say, it wears large for a 42. And the main reason for this is that the case is quite deep and the lugs have an impressive span. Now, the watch is actually quite compact, being 14mm in thickness with a generously double-stepped bezel. It slides surprisingly easy under a tighter sleeve. It's not as thick as it looks. Moreover, the watch does have a nice, easy, seated feel on the wrist, which is to say the camber of those broad lugs means it has a little bit of curvature from side to side, so it does sit securely and plant itself. However, it is a broad span from lug to lug. The watch is actually approximately 52mm from extremity to extremity, so we are talking about a full-sized, borderline oversized modern watch. Now, 2010, Habring of Austria, run by watchmaker Richard Habring and his wife Maria, came out with the Foudroyante model that you see here. 2010 is the model year, and Habring, building about 150 watches in a good year, never builds more than 12 of a given model in a given year. This particular example, as you can see by the case flank numbering, was number 7 of 12 Foudroyante built for the 2010 model year. Now, the watch does have remarkable presence. Stainless steel with a brushed metallic hour track and a vertically brushed center dial. It also has concentric circular guilloche across the Foudroyante subdial, so there's a lot going on in terms of metallurgy on the dial. There's also a beautifully polished case with a double-stepped bezel, as we showed earlier, and the lugs themselves have a little bit of complex curvature. They do tumble away from the case, but they also have a little bit of tumble home from side to side, sloping off to their flanks. Now, the strap is robust enough to put Panerai to shame. Alligator leather, rectangular scale, monotone stitch on the top. It does have a little bit of a sheer cut along the side. You can see the folded elements of the side. And it has a meaty pin buckle, again, challenging the best from Panerai, very substantial in stainless steel. Now, the watch dial, once again, detail reigns here, but a lot of the detail is rendered in terms of metallurgy, grained finish, vertical on center dial, circular around the hour track, the rhodium-plated hand-applied hour indices, quite subtle, along with the sunken subdial with its concentric circular guilloche. The watch looks maybe a little bit cool on the camera. In person, the richness of the metalwork is quite alluring and actually quite sensuous. Now, the watch does have a beautiful sector seconds dial outboard, and you can see the deadbeat seconds hand tracing each individual second within that span. It's an amazing amount of watch, quite frankly, for what Habring charges, especially considering the low volumes. You don't see too many watches incorporating both a flying seconds and a deadbeat second hand with automatic winding and manufacturer status for under $10,000. So the husband and wife team really do bring something new to the table. Now, Richard Habring started his watchmaking career in the mid-80s and quickly moved on to become a complications engineer with IWC. He famously designed the original IWC Pilot split-second chronograph, bringing what had previously been an unobtainable bespoke complication to mainstream mechanical watchmaking. Well, with his company since 2004, now producing as Habring, he's introduced a series of value-minded high horology innovations in attractive packages like this 2010 Foudroyante. Now, it is based on ETA, basically drivetrain architecture, which is to say that the mounting points of some of the drivetrain elements are the same, but the movement is produced in-house by Habring. Now, what it is a 4 Hz deadbeat second Foudroyante automatic movement featuring 24 jewels, entertaining linear Côte de Genève, as well as tight engine-turned perlage and polished screws. There are also circular grained wheels and straight grained elements. In particular, the balance cock has been skeletonized and straight-grained in unconventional fashion. Now, it does have a 45-hour power reserve when fully wound, and it does have 5 ATM water resistance, so it's not a dive watch. You don't go swimming with this one, but it can handle an unintended splashing while washing your hands, or if you do happen to get caught out briefly by rain. It has that kind of versatility, and in stainless steel, this could be your everyday watch. In spite of the rarity, in spite of the virtual cottage watchmaking status of Habring itself, this is a remarkably finished and upscale, beautifully engineered product. You can see this Habring Foudroyante on our website, watchyouwant.com.